Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for round 15, Division 1 in Australia. Tonight, I'm your host, Nishka. Tonight, I'm joined by Jatuzi. How are we, mate? Yeah, we're racing. We do have a bit of a smaller grid tonight, but before we get into that, we will go over last week at Austria, Tuesday, and we had some race winners. So Division 1, we had McJammy Dodge taking out Division 1. Division 2 was taken out by Watanabe. Division 3 was taken out by Terrence. Division 4 was taken out by the Reserve Toast in that Kick Sauber. Division 5 was taken out by Donut Gorilla. He's seen him in the Ferrari this time around. And yeah, Jackal taking out Division 6. So, yeah, good week at Austria. Jatuzi? Oh, we're saying we can't hear you. Oh, far out. What's going on now? Try that one now, Tuzi. Talk now, mate. Oh, no. The sound's not coming through. Just give me a second. Not sure why. Don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm having some tech difficulties here. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about this. We'll get to the racing in a second. Try that now, Twizzy. Hey, have we got sound there in the chat? Can we hear anything? Let us know. I just can't hear you, mate. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, it's strange. They can only hear me. We do have Jonno coming out of the pits at the moment. We've got Chandler's coming down the straight. Not sure if we got. I don't think we got any game sound either. I don't think. I think we got some game sound now. Yeah, sorry about this at the moment, guys. Just struggling with the sound for the other commentator at the moment. Keep trying to work on that. So we're seeing Chandler's is out on a lap at the moment. You've got Fat Cat. He's on a lap. He's burning down 6% battery coming down into the end of sector 3. What's his lap going to be like? A little bit of a lock, a little bit of a slide there. Uses all of the track coming into this tricky little last a bit here. Not much grip there. Burning down to the line. What's it going to be for Fat Cat? It's going to be a 1:14.7. So fantastic start here from Fat Cat. Yeah, Tuzi, have we got your sound there now, mate? Not sure what's going on here, mate. I think maybe I've just got to try and get. Try talk again now, mate. Mate, this is a disaster. Yeah, should be good now. Let us know if we're good now. Hopefully that's cross averted. Hopefully. Yeah, we're on track. We see Dante's done a 15-0 here. Susie, we got a small grid, but it's a good grid. Susie, lead us away through the grid. We'll have a quick flick through, mate, and you can talk us through it. Yeah, absolutely, mate. We're seeing yeah, Meowsy, he's out on a lap now at the moment. He hasn't set a time, but he goes purple in sector 2, so it's going to be interesting to see what sort of time here that Meowsy can do. Or should I say, make Jemmy Dodge 481. Yeah, coming through. Oh, gets a little bit wide there. Maybe touched a little bit of the gravel there. I wonder if that's going to hurt his time. He's got plenty of battery to work with. Coming down towards the line here. What's it going to be? He's going to get that battery on, burning up towards the line. 20% battery. And he's going to come across and he's going to do a 14.9. So, oh, what that could have been if he didn't get on that gravel there, Tuzi. Yeah, not much room for error. We're seeing still the one truth and Aiden's rated name instead of time yet, so they're in the pits. Maybe they invalidated when they went out the first time. We didn't see what happened that first time around. We're seeing Chandler's. He's out on our outlap, mate. We might jump on board with him. Because he's about to start, and you can take us away for this one, mate. Oh, that Dito's left the session. I don't know what's going on here. There's like, it's added all AIs in here and everything. Oh, I don't know what's happened here. So we'll just quickly, yeah, we'll be waiting to see what's going on here. We just might just quickly red flag this here, Tuesday, for now. till we know what's going on. I'll try and sort this sound out while I'm at it. Can you just talk again, mate? Yeah, your sound's coming through. I don't understand why people are saying they can't hear you. We'll be right back anyway, once we know what's going on.
dude, this fucking communicating.
Sorry about the delay there, guys. We had a bit of an issue with the lobby there. I don't know what happened there, but hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're all good. Tuzi, have we got you there? Chat, can you let us know if we have Tuzi on mic now?
Please.
Let's hope, mate. Let's hope you're in. But yeah, we're seeing these guys again. Started a short quality. We got the same 10 guys. It's looking a little bit overcast, and they can hear you, which is fantastic too. So, give us a rundown. What's your thoughts on tonight, mate?
Well, we've already seen some quite strong pace from the Astons here tonight, and the Ferrari is as consistent as ever. And it looks like the weather's had a bit of a shift on us now. It's a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it's looking a bit cloudy. It's like the normal Melbourne weather, isn't it, Susie? You get the four seasons in one day, so we might see a bit of rain for the race if we're going to get all the four seasons, mate.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look here um, with the setups and see their times. And I don't know, we might see a bit of a wet race here if the wings come down a bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're seeing Fat Cat's had a fantastic time in that first time around, but he's going to have to do it all again. He's on an outlap now, mate. He's just heading through Sector 2. We are also seeing Chandler's. He's out on track. And I believe Meowsy's out on track too. He's just coming through the end of Sector 1. Once Fat Cat comes around to start his lap, mate, we might jump on board and we'll see how the man Fat Cat gets it done around Albert Park.
Yeah, 100%. And a bit of a different approach here for him. He's not brake trailing all the way to the line. He's kind of really pushing to the line right now. So who's taking this one?
You take this one away, mate. You take it away.
Alrighty, around final corner up into fifth gear, opening the DRS and burning some of that battery down the main straight here into turn 1 and 2. A very, very crucial part of the track. Cut the first corner, use the track on the left, then using the right. Burning a little bit more ERS down with the DRS back open, flicking the car in, trying to use the curb there for a bit of rotation and flicking the car to the right, then to the left. Using a bit of curb on the right, flicking the car back in with some curb and a little bit of curb on the left there. Coming into here, down a gear or two and using the track as much as you can, and he's invalidated there, so something's gone wrong for Fat Cat. And that is the end of his lap, but we'll jump to Chandler's as he's coming around pretty much the same part of the track. Flicking the car into the right, using the track, and it's a bit cautious there for him. But nonetheless, onto the back straight, DRS is open, burning the ERS down, and he doesn't have much ERS. He's burnt quite a lot of it at the start there, down to 17%. Now down to the left and right, flicking the car into the left, using the track, and a lot better this time around for him. As we come now onto the back DRS straight, down to 5% battery, flicking the car in, not using that red sausage curb there, and a bit of a slide there on the curb. Using the right, using the left. Now flick the car into the corner. Don't touch the grass there on the right. And using the track on the right here. Burning down with the DRS all the way to the line. It's a bit cautious, but a 1:15.3 for Chandler's.
Yeah, pretty good lap there from the Alpine there, Jatuzzi. It's not a bad start. As you see Meowsy, he goes at 15.2. So maybe this cloud cover is just maybe making that track not as warm as it was that first time around, because the times there's no one under the 15s yet. But what can Jonno do? He's coming down to the line, really throws it out wide there, just nearly scraping the paint off the wall there, and he goes at 15 flat, so he goes into P1. Dante, he is just starting his lap, and he's burning through Sector 1. We're seeing Dido, he's out on the lap. He's coming through Sector 2 at the moment. We've got the kick of Kalki. He's going to be the next one to come across the line. What can he do on his first lap? That kick looks magnificent at Albert Park. Turning in, coming down to the line, burning all the way down. What's Kalki going to manufacture here? It's going to be 15.1. We're seeing Ricciardo. He comes across the line with a 15.9. Dino is going to be the next car across the line, I think. He's coming down to the line. What can he manufacture? The Williams driver. And he is going to go P5 with a 15.5. So a good start from the Williams driver there. Dante, looks like he had a purple Sector 2. He's coming down into Sector 3 now. Can he keep it nice and clean? Uses plenty of the curb on the outside there. Down into these last tricky couple of corners. Not much grip. The tyres will be screaming. 20% battery. Opens up that last corner. Comes out really wide. Scrapes that paint just like his teammate. Down to the line. What can Dante do? It's going to be P2. So the Ferraris have a front row lockout at the moment, Jatuzzi.
Yeah, very, very clean there for Dante, and he's definitely not looking to put a foot wrong in the early stages because the track must be quite cold for the moment with the cloud overhead, but it looks like the sun is trying to gleam. A very solid lap there for Jonno, and yeah, Fat Cat, just a bit unfortunate, but he's coming around to start his lap, so I think we'll jump on board for this one as One Truth is halfway through his. Back onto the main straight, DRS is open, burning the ERS down to 80 this time, flicking the car in, using the curb, using the track on the left there, opening the DRS and burning all the way down this back straight here. Using the curb here a lot better that time around for Fat Cat onto the right and using the curb on the left. Burning a little bit here, a lot less than what he did the first time around. Now flicking the car, and this is where he went wrong, and yeah, a lot more cleaner for him, getting the car in nicely and using the curb. Now really stuck to that line on the inside there Now moving the car off to the left onto the fast left-right now, a very, very crucial part of the track. Flicking it in, using the curb. Use as much curb on the right as you can, and a bit wide for him there on the curb, but still pushing on, trying to get a nice lap down. Flicking the car in, don't hit the red. Oh, it's very, very close, and a bit too much curb there. Again, using the curb on the left, flick the car in on the left. Bit of a slide there, and onto the start-finish straight. It's a bit scrappy, but will he take provisional pole position? I think he will. Yes, he does. A 14.7, that was rapid.
Yeah, that's a fantastic lap from him. That's by a considerable margin there too, pretty much 3/10. So we're seeing Bialzi. He's coming around on his lap now. He's in P5 at the moment with a 15.2. He'll be looking to improve. We'll stay on board with him at the moment. We're seeing on an outlet, we're seeing Chandler's coming around now. I think the One Truth's on his way in. We're seeing another Alpine. He's just coming out of the pits too. But what's Bialzi's sector time going to be through? Sector, it looks like he's invalidated. Oh no. So that's really unfortunate for him. He'll have to get back around and try and get another lap done. We're seeing Chandler's. He looks like he is about to start his lap. So the Alpine driver, he'll be looking to improve from that 15.3 that he's been able to set at the moment. He's in P6. Yeah, he was a little bit safe on that first lap, like you said, Jatuzi. Is he going to start really throwing it in now that we now that he's put a bit of a cider down?
Yeah, well, hopefully, and I've just stayed on board with Fat Cat there, and he had a massive, massive slide into the barriers outside of turn 10, and he's very lucky to not have lost his wheel there, so he'll be coming back into the pits nice and cautiously. But yeah, some very cautious times from Dante, and maybe some of the others that we weren't on board with, but Dante definitely has a lot of time in his lap, and Jonno will definitely look to be challenging Fat Cat for that pole position and extend his championship lead on his absent rivals this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing, as we've seen, Chandler's now. He's coming down into turn. I'm not sure what turn number that is, but he's in sector 3. Throws it really wide. Was that an invalidation? Not too sure. Doesn't look like it. He's got 20% battery. He's going to burn down to the line. What's it going to be for the Alpine driver? He really threw it in there in that last sector. Can he improve? No. No, he can. Oh, he can slightly. He went to a 15.295. As we're seeing, I think it's Dante starting a lap, mate. I'll jump on board with him and you can take us away for Dante.
Yeah, so using the curb outside of 2, burning down to 75 with the DRS open, flicking the car in again, missing the red, not very close to the curb there, maybe a bit cautious or a bit gone wrong. A lot of the track used there and a big slide there, you had to really correct his steering. Now into a very tricky part of the track, flicking the car in into 5th gear there, so wanting to redline the gearbox a bit of grass there on his right tyres. Now using the track as much as he can, burning down to 25% for the second dose of DRS, down to 6th, flicking the car in on the right, and it's very, very close there to invalidation, but he gets through nicely into sector 3 now, flicking the car in, avoiding that red curb, and it's quite nice there. Uses the curb, a bit of a slide, round the hard right-hander, flicking the car in on the left. He misses the curb, a bit of a slide again, coming around the penultimate corner. He opens his DRS, burning down to the line, and he's ran out of deploy. He improves by only by half a tenth.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. He just a couple of little mistakes there, but it definitely looks like there's some time in it for him. As we see, the 2 Williams drivers, they're just starting their laps now. The One Truth, we're seeing him return now for the Williams team. He'll be looking to have a good night tonight, try and get back into the swing of things. And his TP, Dito, he's following him around at the moment. But we're seeing the One Truth. He's coming through Sector 1. What's his Sector 1 time going to be like? Is he improving on his time? We'll have to wait and see. As he comes down to the end of Sector 1, he's got plenty of battery. He's in hot lap at the moment. He's up by 2/10 at the moment. So that's not going to improve him too much at the moment. But hopefully he can have a big Sector 2. As we're seeing his TP, Dito, he is only just improving ever so slightly. He'll be looking to try and push himself up into this top 5. What can he manufacture? He's now up 1.5 tenths as he comes to the end of Sector 2. So this could be a little bit of a watch on him. Can he improve in this last sector and get himself above Chandler's? We'll have to find out the one truth. He's coming through Sector 3 at the moment. He's still running in hot lap. Down into medium. 20% battery left. Into this tricky little glass corner here. Not much grip on the track. Does it nicely, back on that battery, opens the DRS down to the line. What's it going to be for the one truth? He goes 15.8. What's Dino going to do? He only goes a 15.3. Just outside Chandler's time there. We're seeing the Ferrari of Dante, I believe, has invalidated. He's into the... Oh, no, sorry, Jonno. Jonno's not just finished a lap. He's done a 15.027, so... not able to improve there. We're seeing Fat Cat. He looks like he's invalidated. So yeah, I think we're just going to see these guys now in a bit of a holding pattern here, Tuesday, and have one last crack at it.
Yeah, Jonno improved there, but not by much, and a very big margin he needs to find there in his last run. 3 tenths away from Fat Cat as Fat Cat pulls into the pit lane. The two Williams not doing too bad for the current grid that we have, and reserving up from Division 2, Ricciardo, unfortunately, in a 15.8, but only a second pretty much separates our top 10, well, our 10 here tonight, as Kalki can only imagine a 15-1 for the Sauber duo.
The Sauber duo.
Well, one of them with the unfortunate absence.
Yeah, the unfortunate absence of Keith. No Keith tonight, which is really unfortunate. So, yeah, can Kalki carry the flag? We'll have to wait and see. He's in P4 at the moment, but yeah, the Ferraris will be pretty happy with their positions of second and third at the moment with that constructors battle in Div 1, and yeah, the Astons will be real happy with Fat Cat in P1 at the moment for their overall aspirations. I'm sure your team, Toozy, probably not so happy. No McLarens on the grid tonight. Likewise for Mercedes. Likewise for the Red Bulls. And who else are we missing? Haas. I think Haas. Is that another one we're missing? No Campbell Adams either.
There's
tonight,
probably
Toozy.
another one, but yeah, a lot of absences with our grid, and yeah, not so good for McLaren with 2 Astons on the grid with guaranteed points. So yeah, not the best for our overalls battle, but we'll have to. Well, the boys will have to put in some hard yards in the lower divisions.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Australia this week, Toozy?
Not the greatest. It's definitely a tricky track, and I've never been best at it. But for a change, I've got some very fast Division 1 drivers teaching me no assist. So we'll have to wait and see how I'll go Monday.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting one to see, mate. I'm keen for that. But yeah, we're seeing Fat Cat now. He's out on an out lap. He's going to be the first one to go around and do a lap. The rest are all still sitting in the pits at the moment. Yeah, I've been struggling with this track a little bit, Tuesday, as well. It's quite a tricky track to try and nail the times. But what do you think we're going to see tonight? Do you think we're going to see all one stops from these guys, or are you going to see? You think someone might chance their arm, maybe go for a really fast 2-stop, or you think it's just going to be pretty standard 1-stop race, mate?
I think with a 35% race and only 20 laps, it has to be the 1-stop here. I think a 2-stop is just too much time loss, and definitely a medium hard for the guys.
No, yeah, I forgot about the 35%. That was yeah, it's definitely gonna be a 1-stop for these guys. But we see Fat Cat. I'm gonna jump on board with him, mate. There's no one else on track, so here he comes through into the middle of Sector 1. He's 70% battery, burning down to this tricky little turn 3. Comes in nicely on the curb. Short shift up to 4th. Takes a lot of that outside curb there. Nicely done on that battery. Nice and balanced him through here for Fat Cat. Takes a little bit of the grass. That's nicely done. That's beautifully done here from Fat Cat. You are seeing a magician at work here on this Australian track. He loves this track. 20% battery burning down. 8th gear. Coming up to the little chicane. 7th. 6th. Back on the battery. Back DRS wide open. Burning all the way down to 5%. Right down to 3rd. Chucks it right in there. 6th gear carries the momentum through. Be screaming for some grip right about now. 3rd, little short shift up into 4th. Helps him maintain the balance of the car. Burning all the way down to the line. What Fat Cat gonna do? What's it gonna be? It's a fastest lap of a 1:14.686. Fantastic job there from Fat Cat. As we're seeing Jonno, a bit loose there from Jonno. Take us away, Tuzi.
Are you on board with Jonno? Who are you on board with?
Oh, I'm just, with Jonno. I'm at Jonno at the moment.
All right, sure. Okay. Into the 3rd sector of this track. DRS wide open. The fast left-hander coming up fast. Down into 6th, flicking the car onto the left, using the curb on the right. Very nice there. Not undone on the left-hand side curb there. Not too much burning down here, saving a bit of battery for the end. I think that's where he went wrong last time, with not enough deploy at the end. Using the curb on the right and left-hand side of the track. There's a car and a wall there, but that does not bother Jonno. Down the penultimate corner, Dino's been disqualified. Using the curb, DRS open, burning down to the start-finish straight. Will he unsettle the Aston? No, he will not, but he gets close. A 14.7, and it's simply not enough for the Ferrari. Dante comes to the line. He also improves a 14.9. Can Kalki unsettle this Ferrari 2-3?
Yeah, it was unfortunate there for Dino too. He was just obviously spun around. He was stuck facing the wrong way, so he gets disqualified. He'll start from P10. We see Ricciardo, he's in P9. We're seeing an Alpine come across the line. I believe that's Aiden's rain. He goes to P6. Chandler's, he's invalidated. Who else we got? We got Kalki. He's coming towards the line. Can Kalki get himself from P4 all the way up? He's going to have McJammy Dodge coming behind him as well. Kalki can only go P4. McJammy Dodge, he has invalidated. Some interesting movements down the straight there from him. And that'll be our final order there, Tuzi.
Yeah, that was quite quite surprising at the end there. Fat Cat improving just enough, and he needed that improvement to keep pole position. And Jonno did the absolute best he could, a 14.7, and the only 3 to get into the 14s. Dante rounds out on the 2nd row with a 14.9, so very, very close between our top 4. Wow, very interesting.
Yeah, even though we got a small grid here, Tuzi, I think we're going to be in for an interesting race here. A lot of these guys not separated by a hell of a lot, so I think Fat Cat there in P1. You got Jonno in P2, Dante, Kalki, and Meowsy. Any of these 5, I reckon, could win the race today here, Tuzi.
Yeah, definitely. And Dante's, I think, always been a fan of this track, and I wouldn't count out Meowsy from 5th. He had some good pace last time around, and we'll see what he can do. But Dino will definitely be on the charge from 10th.
Oh, you cut out there a bit, Tuzi. You there, mate?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did I cut out?
Yeah,
Oh,
cut it.
geez.
All good, mate. All good. Yeah, you're definitely right there. I think, Dino from P10, he'll be looking to try and get on the charge, make up some positions early. But it's all going to be about this battle into turn 1. Who's going to get the position? We know DRS is really, the DRS trains can be really strong around here too. But if you lose the DRS, it can be very hard to get back in. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of plays out in this first few laps and when they sort out their order. And when are we going to see these guys pit? Because yeah, I'm not too sure when when we'll see them pit. I haven't done any 35% races, to be honest, Tuzi.
I think it'll be probably 8 or so laps on the mediums, and then full push hards to the end. But Yeah, I think whoever gets the getaway at the start here will definitely be the favorite with the dirty air on this very, very tricky track.
Absolutely, mate. As we see these guys, they will be finalising their setups. When we get to 5 red lights, mate, I'm going to let you take us away down into turn 1.
Yeah, so the 5 red lights we do have, and away we go. Fat Cat starting from pole position. The two Ferraris on the charge to chase him down, and Kalki tries to stick his nose in, and Fat Cat gets a getaway nice and clean. The two Ferraris go head and towing. Kalki is right there to unsettle them. He gets the move done on Dante early on, and Meowsy's right up in the carnage as well. Kalki looking to take second away from Jonno, but he cannot, and he sticks it in nice with third. Jonno leading those three with Dante falling behind Meowsy, also close behind Dante, and Fat Cat has already nearly edged out the gap to a second in the early carnage. Jonno looking to itch in to that DRS for the next lap. Kalki trying to get back at the Ferrari, and Dante trying to take back his third position that he earned in qualifying into the fast left right here. Not much battery burnt between most of our grid. Jonno actually all the way down, nearly used all of it. And Fat Cat nice and settled in. A lot of curb there for him on lap 1. And they'll definitely be settling in for some dirty air. Chandler's makes the move on Meowsy for P5 on lap 1. And they go side by side. Meowsy nearly losing the track there. Oh, and a bit of shoving. Chandler's off the track and he loses the position to his teammate. And yeah, wow, very, very push and toe there.
Yeah, that was some good little racing there between the Alpines and McJammy Dodge. That was fantastic there. And the Williams of One Truth, he's just there. He was just in behind there. Not sure what's happened to Dino. He did make up some positions there, but he's dropped down to P10. As we're seeing now, these front sort of four, they're sort of pushing away. Meowsy's going to have to do some work now to get back in there DRS because that little battle was just cost him a little bit. As he looks like he's starting to get away again now. We're sort of going to see 2 races here, I believe, if Meowsy sort of gets out of this Alpines, gets the Alpine out of his DRS. I believe we'll probably see the bottom 5 and the top 5 all in 2 separate races, I think.
Yeah, definitely. These two Ferraris are looking very eager to make positions early on. Jonno's reeled in Fat Cat again. And Dante's not very happy with the Sauber on lap 1. And yeah, definitely if Meowsy can get into the groove here, I mean, the Chandler's is still sticking with him and bringing his teammate along, pretty much bringing the rest of the grid along in that little train there. So unless Dante can work with these others to get away in front, or Meowsy breaks away, yeah, definitely 2 big fights going to happen here. And some early racing from Chandler's, who hasn't had the greatest of seasons, so always good to see.
Yeah, I was going to say Chandler's looks like he's got some really good race pace tonight. He did drop off there after that little battle, but he was pressuring Meowsy at the start. Now he's coming back at him again now, so he could be one to just watch out for here, Susie.
Yeah, and speaking of 2 races here, Meowsy has gotten back into that TRS range, I believe, and yes, it does flick open. So the whole grid brought back together as he actually kind of drops off a bit at the end there. Double dose, though, of DRS, which will help him try and get back in. Chandler's just sticking behind. He can't really get close enough. Kalki maybe looking for a move. No, he keeps it nice and clean. He'll wait for the straight. And the battery is pretty much dead even on a lot of these guys. And Dido goes for the move on Ricciardo at the back. And he's up a position finally after not the start he would have wanted into 9th position. And now he's on the charge for his teammate and hopefully the rest of the grid.
Yeah, getting that move done, and he's gonna have Ricciardo for company again. He's right behind him. He's gonna have to try and hold him off down into this next DRS. Will he get a bit of DRS off his teammate? No, he doesn't. So he's gonna come under pressure again down the back here. But we're seeing Jonno now. He's closing right up on Fat Cat. Can he get the move done? What's gonna give first, Susie? There's just a big DRS train going on at the moment.
I think some of these lower guys are probably in 5th and below are definitely going to take the suffering from the dirty year of all those cars in front and the hard battling they're doing. I think these front four here are keeping it nice and clean and probably focusing on after the pit stop to fight each other unless they can get close enough early on.
Yeah, we're seeing in the chat as well. PST Sebi, he's asking where is Campbell? He's supposed to be racing. Yeah, we'd like to know as well, mate. He didn't show up, so he's not racing, unfortunately, mate. But yeah, the guys that are racing, these 10, are all tightly compact at the moment, and yeah, Kalki doing a fantastic job there in the kick. Really needs to score some good points tonight without his teammate Keithy there. Also, his TP now, Keithy doing a good job with that kick team. He's had a bit of success since he took over. But yeah, unfortunate not to see him tonight. Dante, he'll be looking to try and get past Kalki as quick as he can and really start putting the pressure on Ferrari. Want to get as much points as they can over the Astons here, so they really want to try and get past Fat Cat and they put some real pressure on him. Oh, we've seen a bit of a
Yeah,
moment
and
there from
wow,
Jonno.
big snap. A huge snap for Jonno there, just a foot wrong on that curbing there. And that has definitely hurt him. He's lost that left end plate. Has he lost both of them? No, he hasn't. Oh, he hasn't lost anything, I don't think. He's very lucky with that. But yeah, he's down 2 positions now, and Kalki on the charge for the Aston.
Yeah, now that he's got past that Ferrari, maybe Kalki can mount a challenge on Fat Cat, but Fat Cat looks to be just doing it quite easily at the moment, well within himself, hasn't come under too much pressure from anybody yet. These tyres will still be relatively fresh for some of these guys, but yeah, when will we start sort of seeing some of these guys' tyres start hurting and some gaps start creating, do you think?
I think we're right about the drop-off now for these mediums, especially on a 35% race distance. And Dino, I think, has already dropped off there unless this track isn't one of his favourites. He's got no battery, and he's 2 seconds behind his teammate, who is also out of the DRS of the Alpine of Aiden Raiden. So yeah, right, probably right at the cusp.
Oh!
And wow, Jonno, another foot wrong. He's down into 7th. He's down 5 positions, and his whole front wing is off of his car. So that is an early pit stop and a bit longer of time in the pit lane for our championship leader. And that is definitely not what he would have wanted early on. And that promotes Meowsy to 4th. And now Dante is the charging Ferrari that needs to score points here for their constructors' campaign.
Yeah, that's absolute disaster for the Ferraris at the moment because now Fat Cat has that lead and there's only one Ferrari up the front. Jonno is going to have to go into the pits. He's down into P10 now. He has no front wing. He's just suffering trying to get around to that pit stop. Meowsy, he's into the pits too. Maybe there's a bit of a coming together maybe between Meowsy and Jonno because Meowsy's into the pits too, so he must have had a bit of damage there as well. Yeah, not ideal. Oh no, he's just in there on fresh tyres, so he's just decided I'm going to go in and pit. Jonno's in, a bit of time in the pits for him. But yeah, we're seeing Fat Cat, he's out in front. We've got Kalki, he's in P2. Dante, P3, and then a 2.6 second gap now to Chandler's and Aiden's Raidens. The Alpines looking at some good points here so far tonight.
Yeah, Meowsy probably looking for a bit of an undercut on the front 3 here, and yeah, Jonno really has his work cut out for him now. 13 seconds he's lost to Meowsy, who was fighting with the front. So 13 seconds he'll need to push on to get back up into some better points. And yeah, the 2 Alpines and the 2 Williams looking like our most scoring teams here as Tito kind of closed in on his teammate there after the bit of carnage with Jonno. And maybe a bit of a team fight here between Alpine and Williams if they can reel in that 2.7 gap as the front 3 all come in one after the other. And Chandler's also comes in, and Aiden is now our race leader.
Yeah, as you see, Dito's coming to the pits. One Truth, he stayed out, so he's into P2 now. Dito maybe trying to go for his undercut on his teammate there. But we've seen straight away Fat Cat, Kalki, Dante all reacting to that early move of Miyazi, and what's the difference going to be? Miyazi's still behind, but now he's right up onto the back of that Ferrari. The Ferrari has the colder tyres. Can Miyazi get a job done here on Dante?
Yeah, and this is prime position now for Miauzi to really get past this Ferrari before his tyres warm up and his pace comes back on those fresh hards. And Kalki's benefit from this as well. He's 1.4 clear of the Ferrari, and now it's just him and the Fat Cat in a one-horse battle between each other for the win here. Unless Dante or Miauzi can get on the charge here and catch these two, who we didn't think would be fighting earlier on. And now Jonno all the way at the back there. He's come out just behind the Aston of
Oh,
Ricciardo. He's let by
Kalki!
earlier
What a
on.
move! What a move! Sorry to interrupt, Tuesday, but what a move! Kalki gets it done on Fat Cat. Wow.
Yeah, I was not watching that, but yeah, wow, I didn't think he'd make a move there. A race leader as One Truth and Aiden come into the pit lane for their fresh rubber. And Kalki now leads the Aston. Wow.
Yeah, what a move there for Kalki getting it done. Can Fat Cat fight back now? He's going to have Miyazi. He's closing. He got the job done too on Dante. So, yeah, that's two moves that just got done there. Chandler's, he's in P5. He's further 3 seconds behind these guys. He's got his teammate with him, trying to drag the log and keep ahead of these Williams boys. You got Dido there in P7, One Truth P8. Jonno is down there at P9. Can he recover and try and get into a better point scoring position? We'll have to wait and see. But Kalki, can he hold off Fat Cat? Fat Cat's coming to have a look at him now. Is he close enough to get the move done out down into this next DRS zone? Fat Cat has plenty of battery. He's running in none through this sector. Nicely done back on the power. Kalki really fast through there though. This is how he got the move done last time as well. And yeah, nothing doing there for Fat Cat.
Yeah, and it looks like Fat Cat is looking for the right moment here, as the ERS difference is almost double on Fat Cat. Well, Kalki's probably just trying to get away from Meowsy because he knows he's going to be on the charge to get right back into it, as he made the early move on Dante as we suspected. And Fat Cat, yeah, probably just waiting for the exact moment. A bit of a mistake from Kalki would put him under pressure here. Yeah, wow, Fat Cat pretty much running at 100% battery all lap. Incredible.
Yeah, he's just closing in. He's like a great white shark just sitting in Kalki's rear vision. And yeah, is he going to try and get the move done down through here? We'll have to wait and see. Looks close enough. He's got that battery on. He's burning. He's right behind him. This looks like it could be taking candy from the baby. He'll get the double dose of DRS as well. Fat Cat gets the move done nice and easy. Kalki just tucks in behind. Meowsy just trying to close that gap up, but we got Dante. He's looking to try and get a move done this time around. Doesn't have enough battery, I don't think. Meowsy will look to hold on to that one just for now. Kalki now just trying to save a bit of battery. They got a bit more battery than these guys behind, and they're slowly dropping off these front two.
Yeah, well, starting behind the DRS section, it was only about a second without the DRS. They lost half a second to the front two, and Aiden makes a nice clean move on his teammate there. As Fat Cat goes fastest. Jonno still on the charge. He's right on the back of the two Williams now. And what can he do now? It was 15 seconds when he came out of the pit lane, and now it is 14 seconds to the leader. So probably not a fight for the lead. A fight for P5 he'll probably be looking for.
Yeah, I think he'll be trying to get himself up into P5. Yeah, after an unfortunate race for him. But we're seeing Dante now getting ever closer to Meowsy. Meowsy's dropped right off now from behind Kalki. 2.1 seconds, 2.2 seconds. Can Dante get the move done here? Meowsy has a little bit more battery, but he's running in none. I don't think he's even going to try and fight this. He's just going to tuck in behind Dante. Has a bit more battery. He's just going to wait maybe and try and get the job done again next lap. But Dante's really, really pushing here, trying to get amongst his top three.
Yeah, and it looks like a two-way battle here for our podium positions here. We're fighting for first and second, and we're also fighting for the rounding P3 with our VCARB and Ferrari of Mousy and Dante, and it looks like they're going to continue to go toe-to-toe all race, as well as Kalki and Fat Cat, and now they're pretty much on the equal ERS, and it's a game of who has DRS or who has the better exit here, and Chandler's regains P5 from his teammates. So trying to DRS train back into the front runners. Jonno right on the back of that Williams now. He doesn't have much battery compared to some of our front runners, but he'll definitely be looking to make up as many positions as he can. And unfortunately, our final Aston in P10, 5 seconds behind Jonno.
Yeah, Jonno's really trying to get on the move here. He's all over the back of the One Truth, but One Truth, he's doing a pretty good job at the moment. Running in hot lap there, just changing up his battery modes. Medium, now he's into none. What can Jonno do? Can Jonno get the job done here? He's not quite in the DRS of his teammate, is the One Truth. Dito's a little bit more up the road. That'll be in Jonno's sights. Jonno gets that job done easily, and the One Truth just tucks him behind. He's going to get double dose of DRS, so that might help him close the gap up onto Dito, because Dito has no DRS in front of him. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that one, mate. But we got Kalki and Fat Cat. They're still going at it up at the front, but Kalki's got plenty of battery to use now, but so does Fat Cat.
Yeah, and it looks so close between the two of them every lap, right on the rear wing of each other, down every straight, and almost the same for Dante and Meowsy, back and forth each lap, only a couple tenths separating each other, and they both also have, actually no, they don't have the equal ERS to each other. Dante is burning absolutely everything he can to try and get away, a bit of a slide there, as the front two come into our DRS zone after this fast right-hander, both of them having dead 100% ERS, and Fat Cat gets on the ERS a bit earlier than Kalki, but Kalki will have the benefit of DRS down this back straight here. He stops burning. He's waiting for that second DRS straight as Meowsy looking to make the move on Dante here. He's burning all the way to the 9, 10 left and right. He gets the move done. Nice and cleanly. Double dose will get him away. And Kalki looking to make the move. Maybe will he stick his nose in? No, he will not. He'll keep it in nice and clean. And he's waiting for the perfect opportunity as both of them are on pretty much equal ERS yet again. And Meowsy now leads with Dante on the charge.
Yeah, and we're seeing the roles reversed this time around. Meowsy's got the least battery now, and Dante's up to 60%, so he's going to have a bit of battery to work with on this lap. So will he be able to get the move done again? It's going to be some interesting racing happening here. Kalki just keeps closing in, keeping that pressure on Fat Cat, hoping for a mistake, ready to pounce. The Alpines working together nicely there. They're just pulling themselves away from the Williams driver of Dito. Jonno not making up the ground as quick as what I thought, and he's still 1.4 seconds behind Dito. So Dito doing a great job at the moment, keeping the Ferrari at bay. And the One Truth and Ricciardo rounding out that top 10. And they want to see the tyres, so we're going to get the tyres up. So everybody's on the hards at the moment. So we're seeing Aiden's Raiden, he's on the freshest tyres with the One Truth. So they're both on the 5 laps. Meowsy obviously went early, he's on the 7 laps. Aiden's Raiden now gets past his teammate in Chandler's. So let's see what he can do. If he can start closing up this gap maybe to Dante and try and get these Alpines into that top 4. But back towards the front, we're seeing Kalki, we're seeing Fat Cat. They're both on that 90% battery. This is going to be a battle all the way to the end, Tuesday.
Yeah, and you can see every single lap we come down to the start-finish straight, that VCARB and that Ferrari get ever so further away every lap, up to 3.5 now away from Kalki. So these two have really broken away here, fighting for that 1 and 2 position. Jonno now into the DRS of Dito, and yeah, not the best of races for him. I thought he would have had much more pace, but he is on the older tyres. And yeah, Dante and Meowsy still going at it. Meowsy having significantly less battery to the Ferrari as they come to the DRS straight now. And yeah, I think it's just going to be head and toe all race. And I think whoever is behind on the final lap will benefit here with the position, and Dante gets the move done nice and cleanly. He saved a lot of battery there as well. That was very nicely done from him, 50% to 40%, and Double Dose will get him away nice and cleanly. No penalties yet between our 10 drivers here tonight, and Meowsy not burning, just keeping it nice and clean because he knows he can stick with them. And Kalki, a bit of a mistake there or something. A second behind now. Fat Cat, can he capitalize on this and get away? Pretty much equal ERS, maybe 10% differentiating the two, and now both burning down the straight to catch and also get away from each other. And Dante now 3.2. They've reeled it in a bit, and the two Alpines doesn't look like they're getting anywhere.
Yeah, Fat Cat's really sensing his moment here now. It's right on that limit of that DRS. Can he break it? That is the question. Kalki really trying to hold on. He's on 40% battery. Fat Cat has lots to burn. Can he get out of the DRS? This is important. This is an important battle, this one here. Jonno getting right onto the back of Dido now as well. That's going to be a move that we could have a quick look at and see if Jonno can get this done. He's closed right up onto the back of him. He's got 50% battery. Dido doesn't have much to play with. Can Jonno get himself up into P7? He'll be sensing this is a bit of missed opportunity. No Campbell Adams here tonight. Really could have stamped his authority on this championship.
Yeah, and it's a big shame here for Jonno. And Ferrari, even with the Constructors' battle going on, they will outscore all of their rivals. But yeah, very, very unfortunate for them. Jonno getting the move done, and now both Williams back with each other. Now he's got 3.3 seconds with 4 laps to go to the Alpines. Can he do it? And now, Fat Cat in prime position here. He's got 90% battery, opposed to Kalki's 40% because he burnt so much to not get dropped. And Meowsy also doing the same as Fat Cat. He's saving that battery. And Jonno not Jonno, Dante is just edging out the gap as much as he can with the battery he has. And it looks like they're pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah, it's all looking pretty comfortable for a lot of these guys at the moment. Kalki's having to work his ass off to try and get up into Fat Cat's diffuser, but it's just not happening at the moment. You're looking at Dante there, he's 3.5 seconds behind, almost dropping Meowsy, but he's just hanging on as well. He's got a bit more battery though than Dante, so he's going to be able to close up that gap. Aiden's Raiden, he's 6 seconds behind, but he's got his teammate for company. They're just working together nicely, trying to keep this gap out to Jonno. Jonno's not really closing that gap up quick enough with only 3 more laps to go. Even Dido is just hanging with him at the moment. It's still going to put him under pressure. So Jonno's not out of the woods just yet, Tuzi.
Yeah, very, very not so good for him. 3 seconds. He was closing in a little bit. And he's lost it again. He's burning battery every lap, everywhere he can. He's burning as much as he possibly can. And he's just not catching these Alpines quick enough with 3 to go. And the same up here. I think Kalki's going to have to accept P2 now, unless he can have a run at Fat Cat, because Fat Cat has got that bit of a buffer there, still with DRS, however, but that gap is just exactly where Fat Cat would want it to. And Dante and Meowsy also the same. They're pretty much dead even every lap, except for DRS, and it looks like Dante's in control now.
Yeah, it is, but Meowsy, he's coming at him again. Close that gap up to 4/10. But Dante just looks to be a bit more cleaner through there, and he always just keeps gaining that 2/10. And it's just enough to keep himself ahead. Yeah, so we're looking further down. Can Dido maybe try and get a move done on Jonno? He's having a look at him here. Burning, nothing doing. One Truth also having a little look, but nothing happening there for him. Back to the front. You've got Fat Cat. He is coming down. 2 laps to go. Kalki, ever so slowly, is closing up onto the back of him. He's got a lot more battery now to play with too, so he's done some good battery management to get himself back involved here, Jatuzi.
Yeah, and it's exactly what he needed to do to get back into this race. But Fat Cat's still a 20% difference between the two. definitely still in control of this race, as he has been since lap 1, pretty much. I don't think he's been dethroned on track. And yeah, he's just very, very in control every part of the track. Not a single foot wrong, but we'll jump on board with Kalki here as he's burning all the way down, waiting for the double dose. He gets close. How clean can he keep it through 9 and 10? Does he have a look? No, he doesn't. He keeps it nice and clean. And it's very clean through there. Oh no, a bit wrong on the left-hand side there, off to the curb and a bit on the grass. So the tyre's giving way a bit, or is that him trying to use as much of the track as he can? And Fat Cat holds him off for yet another lap. And we're on to the last lap already. And finally, a penalty. Well, not so great for Williams. Actually, no, it doesn't really do anything. But the first penalty is awarded to One Truth. And Dante also holds off. So the final lap will begin with the same order it has been for the past 4 laps.
Yeah, is Kalki going to be able to have one last crack at Fat Cat here? Is he going to be able to get a move done? He's burning. He's staying close. This is going to be all the way down to the line. You've got Fat Cat in front. He doesn't want to go past him too early because Fat Cat does have plenty of battery. Can we see what happens here? Kalki right on the back of him. We're on board with him at the moment, burning up behind him. He's going to get that DRS open. A nice looking helmet there for Kalki, actually. I really like that. But he's burning up here now. Not much battery in the tank. Is he going to be able to get the move done? He's going to have a look up the inside, is he? No, Fat Cat defends it well. All over the back of him now. Does he have enough battery to try and make a move? Fat Cat defends that well. Dante gets a 3-second. Oh no! That's disaster for him. That's going to promote Meowsy onto the podium. Meowsy just has to stick with him now. Oh, that's horrendous news for Dante, and it's going to put him down into P4. Meowsy, does he want to get the job done on track? Doesn't look like it, as we see Fat Cat coming down to the line. He's going to hold the win. Kalki in second. This has been a great battle between these two, but Meowsy will take third place from Dante. The two Alpines, great points for them. They're going to come across the line in P5 and P6. Jonno just quite couldn't get back up into that top 6, and he takes P7. One Truth, he's going to be P9, Dito P8, and then we got Rashado rounding up to top 10. Thoughts on that race there, Tutuzi?
I mean, some very, very nice battling there. 2 very important battles that whole race. And Dante, he had that podium in the bag, but just a foot wrong on that final lap. A bit too excited. And yeah, that penalty just takes them all the way down. 2.8 seconds behind Meowsy. And yeah, if Kalki saved just a little bit more battery for that final lap, he might have had that shot out of 9 and 10 there, because he was right on the back of him. And yeah, that battery just could not get him anywhere near. And Fat Cat, just the master of ERS, he always had above 50% in the tank, and no one really came close that entire time.
Yeah, that was a good race there, Tuzi. As we see, driver of the day was given to Meowsy by the game, and cleanest driver was Chandler's. So if we could get that into the chat, cleanest driver, that'd be good. Maybe we'll have a little vote while we do the interviews. I'll put in for my driver of the day. I'm gonna go Kalki. I think he drove a great race.
Uh, I think mine has to be Meowsy here.
Meowsy? Okay. Yep. So if we can get those into the chat, if you're there, Rush Racing, if you're there, if you could put that up for us, please, we'll get a vote in while we're doing the interviews. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good race there, considering we only had 10 on the grid, Tuzi. If we can get our podium getters and our race winners into the comms box, and we'll get the interviews done. So Fat Cat, Kalki, and Meowsy, if you can come into the comms box, that'd be fantastic. Let us know once we've got the guys in here, Tuzi. I'm just sorting this out real quick. Yeah, Aardvark, if you could put a poll in, mate, that'd be fantastic. Meowsy and Kalki, please, mate. for driver of the day? And in P3, we had Meowsy. We got anybody in yet, mate?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Meowsy and Fat Cat. Oh, that was bad.
All right, for P3, Meowsy, I'll let you take that away, Toozy.
Yeah, well, Meowsy fighting with Dante all race, and it looked like either one of you could have came out on top there. And Dante's penalty at the end. Did you get ever so close to overtaking him at the end there, or did he just go wrong?
Yeah, kind of. I put a lot of pressure on him entering that fast chicane, so he had to go a bit defensive, and while going defensive, he went off track. So yeah, I guess it was like it wasn't an unforced error that caused it. He still had to defend from me, but I wouldn't have been able to overtake him anyway. So yeah.
Well, very unlucky for him, but great for you and V Cub there. Any hopes for the constructors in Div 1, or are you just looking at driving your own race week in, week out?
Yeah, hopefully we can secure constructors, but that requires not getting my front wing taken out every race, so hopefully that can change at some point, because that damage I had that race was so annoying to drive with. I was so much slower with that. So yeah, I could have been fighting for the win, if not P2, so I'm a bit annoyed with that damage and with quali, but apart from that, I had good pace, so yeah.
Well, congratulations and a very well-earned P3 for you, and I'll pass you on, Anishka.
Yeah, Meowsy, mate. Good P3, mate. Unfortunate with a bit of damage there, because yeah, it definitely looked like it could have been challenging for that win. Looking at the rest of the calendar, have you got your eyes on any of the sort of races coming up that you think you're going to do really well at?
I need to look at the calendar right now. Spain, Canada, China. Spain maybe. Decent Canada, China. Yeah, pack it up at this point. Not looking forward to that one. Yeah, I guess they're like decent tracks for me, but they're not my best ones. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a sort of mixed bag to finish the season there. So I kind of like Spain as well. I think it's quite a good track. I'm keen to see you and Campbell on the track together. Hopefully, you can try and take out the constructors in the Division One, mate. And all the best of luck for next week, mate. And yeah, we'll see you on the track.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that takes us on to P2. Kalki, mate. Great performance tonight. Just unlucky, just couldn't get that job done at the end there, but still a fantastic drive from you. Talk us through it, mate. That battle with Fat Cat.
It wasn't really a battle. I was just clinging on for dear life. I had a massive spin out of the chicane, and my car was legit 90 degrees at one point. I'm just happy I saved it, and after that point, I'm like, all right, I will be happy with P2 here.
Yeah, I thought once you nearly lost that DRS there, I thought, oh, that's that could be curtains for Kalki, could just be a P2, and then I seen you just clawing your way back, slowly getting that battery back in, and oh, what a last couple of laps it made for a really great race. It was fantastic to watch. Um, yeah, Fat Cat, he just looked like he had it under control, didn't he, mate?
Yeah, all right, props to him. He set my PB over the first lap in bloody quality. I'm like, all right, surely he can't replicate it again, and then he does it again in the second quality. Like, someone please check his PC files. Like, there's something wrong with this guy. He's sending these weird ass gifts, and now he's like putting on pole by 3 times.
Yeah, it is a little bit unbelievable, isn't it, mate? But how do you sort of feel heading towards Canada next week, mate. You like Canada or yeah, not too sure.
I thought Spain was next week, but
Oh, is it
I
Spain?
like
Oh, maybe
Canada.
it's Spain.
Canada's a good track. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just say it's Canada. Why not? If not, yeah, like Canada. If it's Spain, yeah, hell no. Spain can just go away.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Everyone's got mixed bags about the next 3 tracks coming up, so yeah, it's interesting to hear everyone's thoughts on them. But yeah, congratulations tonight, mate. It was fantastic drive. It was fantastic to watch. I know it was a smaller grid, but it's still a great race. I'll pass you over to Tuesday for any questions he's got for you, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Kalki, a well-earned P2 for you there, and bit of a foot gone wrong on the last lap there. Do you wish you saved a bit more ERS at the end, or just happy with the
Um,
P2?
I could not say more ERS. I was about to lose DRS the lap before that. So I had to burn everything. But I'm glad I got that close. Like, down into chicane, I thought I could be an absolute terrorist and, like, send it. But then I thought, wait, no, I have a brain. So I just, like, yeah, accepted it. Just drove home P2. I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah, and in quali for yourself there, happy with, I think it was P4, and a great start.
Yeah, Chloe was a bit of a bottle. I kept hitting like that bloody red curb in Sector 3. I think we all know. So I just decided to give up, accept P4. And hey, if I got Dante ahead of me, I know it's an automatic pass. He knows that.
And before we let you go, the constructors with Sauber here, are you and Keithy still looking at constructors, or just having a bit of fun in the last 3?
Oh, no, we're just having a bit of fun. We just, like I said, yeah, we're just going to send every race. That's why he's not here. He's watching off Bathurst. I tried getting him here, but he's like, no. So, like, I can't argue with that because he might, like, drop me. Like, he's TP. He is boss now. I can't even argue with him.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations on the P2, mate, and I'll be looking forward to Project Tuesday.
Thank you. Yeah, Project Tuesday in the works.
Alrighty. And our winner for this evening, Fat Cat with Aston Martin. Not the happiest as a McLaren driver, but Fat Cat, ERS Master. Did you ever feel under pressure by Kalki at all, or just completely in control?
Yeah, there were a couple times that I felt extremely pressured by him. But I had a rule: don't go below like 60%, because I'll just have nothing to defend with. So, yeah.
Enough. And the final 3 now in your Aston, well, overalls campaign with your team. How are you feeling for Spain, Canada, and China?
Yeah, they'll definitely be interesting tracks. But we'll see what happens, honestly. There's no telling till we're there.
Yeah, definitely with China and Canada. Well, a great race from you and some great defense, especially with that ERS. That was just unbeatable for a lot of the race there. And I'll pass you over to Nishka. Congratulations on your win, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, Fat Cat, mate. Congratulations on the win. It's fantastic, mate. First question: are you human? And is that banker normal for you?
Yeah, I was hitting it constantly in practice. Just shame I couldn't put final runs together.
Yeah, how? I'm interested to know how far off your PB were you?
I am 4/10 off my PB with final runs.
Wowee. That would have been something to see if we had seen that. We did actually do a couple of onboard laps of you, so yeah, would have been unreal to see that. But yeah, fantastic drive from you. The battling was fantastic, mate. Yeah, you pretty much drove the perfect race. Yeah, did it feel like the perfect race for you, or do you feel like you could have done more?
There were definitely a couple of mistakes, I think, but overall, I'm really happy with how the race went.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was fantastic to watch. For the Aston Martin team, for the overalls, how big does this feel for you getting this win and trying to take them towards that overall championship?
Well, it's good because bringing me back into the drivers a little, bring Aston Martin into the Div 1 constructors, and then obviously overalls. So it's good to be able to help the team, I say.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I'll let you go on that note, mate. I'll let you go celebrate with your team. Fantastic drive, mate, and look forward to seeing you again next week.
Aye, nice to see you guys next week as well. Have a good one.
See you, Fat Cat. And yeah, that wraps us up for tonight. Susie, you got any final thoughts, mate, before we wrap this one right up?
Hopefully, McLaren can get on the charge.
Yeah, we definitely need that to happen, don't we, mate? Because the McLaren charge is slowly petering out at the moment, so we're going to need some big points from the other 5 divisions. But that turns us to we got tomorrow. We got a double header. We got Division 4 and Division 2 from Australia. Yeah, it's going to be action packed day. I think you have myself tomorrow for Division 4, and I believe that is with. I can't think off the top of my head. And then you'll have Wreckers for Division 2. But yeah, fantastic racing tonight. Only 10 on the grid, which was a shame to see the numbers, but I had a great race. And we'll thank our sponsors, Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, Pagnian Advanced Simulation, AI369. Thanks for the continued support, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Good night.